All right, good morning. Welcome to Body Sculpt. So starting with a march. Engaging your abs, shoulders are down, shoulder blades are down on the back. Okay, step, touch, step, touch. Getting your arms into it as well. Step, touch. Now changing it up, we're going to take 2 steps and arms are up. Breathing deeply, we're going to add to this little knee lift here. Step, step, lift, step, step, lift. And the last one. And going back to step, touch, step, touch. Keep going. I'm going to get my DOG in. Always bring him in, but I forgot today. All right. Let's make a V with our legs. So step out, V, and back. V, and back, V, and back. Use your arms too. V, and back. Stop here. We're going to start on this side in the V. Last one. All right. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Guys. Last one. All right. Rolling the shoulders back with a little march. And then really flexing the foot and bending the other knee. So it's the start of a one-legged squat. But of course, we're not getting that down that low. Do whatever you want to do with your arms. Usually putting the opposite arm forward is a good way to balance. That's the natural way that we walk. Heel digs with a little bend in that knee. And of course, listening to your body always. Maybe today it's not going to be a very deep bend, or maybe it'll be a deep bend. Last few. All right, we're going to do what's called skaters. We're going to shift the weight back and then step, shift the weight back. Sorry that you can't see me. There we go. Shift, shift. Stay at whatever your pace is. You can go super slow with this. Shift, shift. Or you can go super fast. When I teach 25-year-olds, that's what I do. Last few. All right, getting the heart rate up, getting ready for the workout. We're going to shift the weight forward, and then with the other leg, add the eye with the arms. So shifting the weight forward is a great practice for balance as well as a leg strengthener. I love this move. And also connecting the arm work with the core really adds to it, thinking of the body as a whole rather than parts when you're working out. Last few. All right, shifting the weight, you're gonna stay on one side, shifting the weight out to the side and coming back. So have the both sets of toes facing forward. Most people tend, including me, to put it out like that, but we want to have it go forward. Do what you want with your arms. All right, we're going to stay on the same side, but add to it. We're going to come out and then come back. So out, and also, of course, modify. Maybe your hip hurts today, then you can modify by not doing this and just staying out there and bending and extending the knee. And one more. All right. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to go to the other side. Both sets of toes pointing forward. One leg is bent, the other leg is straight. And we're putting more weight on the outside of the bent leg foot. So pressing in on the pinky toe side of this leg. Kicking the hips back, pushing the hips back is the way you do a lateral lunge. It's not bringing the torso forward. All right, we're going to add to it. Out and then come back in. So you may have noticed that I don't necessarily do the exact same number on both sides. If I start talking, I might do 2 more on one side than I did on the other. I just noticed I did that. Engaged. Being engaged really helps with balance. Let's do 1 more. All right, nice. Okay, so now grab your chair. We'll do good mornings. And if you don't have a chair, you can use, of course, a countertop, or if you don't want to use anything, you don't have to. If you don't want to use anything, we're going to push the hips back. So some trainers say a karate chop to the hips, and that makes them push back, come to the body, the torso is parallel to the floor, engage the glutes, and come up. There's a micro bend in the knees. Push those hips back, and using the glutes on the arms, come up. This wakes up the hamstrings and glutes. Micro bend in the knees. It also should feel good. It's a warm up, but it's also a nice stretch. A few more. Breathing deeply, using your breathing throughout the rest of the class. All right, nice. Okay, we're gonna do some abductions. So abductions are like this, but we're gonna start smaller. Just tapping the foot out, keeping the toes pointed forward. Again, a lot of people, I see a lot of people turning the foot out like that, and that's not targeting the muscles we want to target. That's why I emphasize pointing the toes forward. All right, we're going to add to this. So this standing leg has a micro bend in it. You're going to lift, Also, if this feels awkward right now, you're not used to it, you can always have a chair here. All right, so the next one, we're going to hold up and do little pulses. So if you want to hold on to something, I'll give you a moment to do that. Engage, trying to stay up as upright as possible, taking this leg out, and we're going to pulse it. Pulse, 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 pulse. 2 more. All right, nice. The other side, just going to tap to begin with. All right, now we're going to take it a little higher. With a micro bend in this knee, toes pointed forward. All right, we're going to do our pulses. So if you want to hold on to something, feel free to do that. Let's do it. Pulse, 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 pulse. 2 more. Nice. All right. So get a drink of water. It's been more than 10 minutes. We're definitely warmed up by now. Get a drink of water if you'd like it, and we'll get back to it. All right. Split squats. So the legs are going to be more than hip width apart. I'm going to tip the screen down a little bit. Okay. So the back foot, the heel stays up the whole time. We're going to focus on pushing the front heel in, and that will keep us in good form. And we're going to come down and up, holding on. If you would like, this is a split squat. The back foot is more than hip width apart, and it's only about a foot back. So the way to judge it is if you did go all the way down, you'd have 2 90-degree angles. So if you're only going down 1 millimeter, that's totally fine. All right, grab a medium heavy weight or medium. We're going to do the same thing. So same foot placement. Back heel is up. We focus on pushing the front heel in and hold the weight up. You can hold on, pressing that front heel in. Just reminding you again, and come down and up. Coming down with lots of control, especially down, because that's where we add the lean body mass. Hold it down, hold it here, bicep curls. I love these compound moves. They're challenging, but they really are effective and efficient. All right, holding the weight just neutral in your hand, and we're going to try to lift the front heel. Lift, 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 lift. 2 more. All right, shake it out. We'll do the other side. I'm going to put my weight down because we did our first set without a weight. We want to keep everything even. All right, legs are more than hip width apart. We're going to focus on pressing the front heel in. Back heel is up. Going to come down and up. Engaging the glutes as always. And if the legs are more than hip width apart, that makes it more glute centric rather than knee centric. All right, nice. Grab a weight. Medium, heavy, or medium. Back heels up, front heel, we're pressing in the front heel, and down and up. Hold the next one down and hold it steady. Bicep curls. And down nice and slowly, resisting gravity. All right, holding the weight, just neutral, and trying to lift the front heel. If that doesn't work for you today, no worries. Lift, 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 lift. Keep going. Last one. All right, come up, shake it out. Grab your other weight, and we'll just do a couple of arm movements, and then we will go to the mat. So the first one we're going to do is the palms are up, and we're going to push the hips back, straight back. Most of the weight's in the heels. That way it's the glutes that are holding us up, not our back. And we're just bring the weights up. The elbows go back. Last one. All right, nice. And now crossing our midline and doing some curls to the opposite side of the chest. While the arm that's not working, have it be have tension in it, because we want time over tension to make it more efficient. Pause view. All right, take your weights to the floor. We'll do a little bit more arm work. We'll try to get in as much as we can. So I'll meet you at the mat. So if you have heavier weights, you can use heavier weights on the floor usually. Okay, so we have about 10 minutes. I'm going to make use of our time. So grab your heavier weight or medium heavy. You're going to hold it horizontally like this and bring it up to the knee and then above your forehead. This way we work our abs and our arms at the same time. Last one. All right. So now we're going to extend one leg and stay on one side and do the same basic thing, only bring the leg up toward the ceiling and extend the arm toward that knee, keeping your body as stable as possible, keeping the low back on the mat, and build that core stability. Last one. All right, extending the other leg, keeping your body as still as possible. You might have differences in different sides of your body that you'll feel. Really contracting the abs to help build that core stability. Last one. All right. Putting one foot on the mat, and that the same side, the arm is going to go up to the ceiling, the opposite leg to the ceiling, and engaging the abs, keeping the load back on the mat. We're going to take both down toward the floor without resting, and then bring it back up to the ceiling. But making sure that your wrist is not taking this weight. Your wrist should stay totally straight. We're working our triceps as well. So if this isn't challenging to you, please go up in weight. Last one. All right, hold the leg up to the ceiling. And now we're going to do some skull crushers with this arm. That's what they're called. So bend and extend. Bend, extend, keep going. Bend. Going down to 90 degrees and then going back up. Last one. All right. Take a moment and we'll do the other side. I'm going to tip my screen up now. Go. So the other foot is going to be on the mat. The arm will be up to the ceiling. The opposite leg is going to be up to the ceiling. Really engaged, and let's go. Lots of control. Working those triceps as well as the core and the leg. Breathing. Okay, holding both up toward the ceiling, and we're going to bend and extend the arm, taking it to 90 degrees, and then up. And one more. Woo! All right. Putting that medium heavy or heavy weight on your abs, whatever you have, and pressing down on your feet, bringing the glutes up, engaging the glutes. Engaging them at the top, keep going. Engaging them, really strengthening the glutes. All right, so now on the heels, and we're going to press up. And up, tap the knees out, in and down, up, out, in and down, up, out, in and down. You can always use a loop at this time doing bridges. Last one like this. Rest for a moment. We're going to go up on the toes. Really want to make sure that we have strong glutes. Up on the toes. And if you want to take the weight off, of course, please feel free. Up and out, in and down. Up, out, in and down. Up, out, in and down. Up, out, in and down. Hold it up, out, 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 out. out, 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 out. Feeling it in those medial glutes and the little bit of the abductors, little bit of the adductors too, inside the upper thigh, inside. 20 more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right. We still have a few minutes. So we're going to do clamshells. So laying on your side. And actually, I'm going to do it on the other side because I'm not so sure about laying on my new head yet. I haven't done it yet, really, I don't think. Okay. Okay, so laying on your side, you're going to have your hips stacked one on top of the other and bringing your knees up towards your hip, towards your chest. Glue the feet together. You can keep them on the mat or you can take them above the mat. We're going to keep the hips where they are and lift the top knee. Lift, 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 lift. Do 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And go to the other side. I'm going to stay on this side and just show it again here, but you should do both sides. All right, going to bring those knees up. Glue the feet together, not let them come unglued. You can keep the feet on the mat or you can put them up above the mat. Really engaged, keeping the hips where they are, not rolling around. Let's go. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. This is really good this area is really good to strengthen for all kinds of balance. So there is a method to the madness. I'm going to stretch now. Let's do figure 4 so you can lay on the mat and put your ankle on your other knee and come up. Do a rock. And from the other side, bringing it up and rock. Then one knee, cross it over and back. Cross it over and back. Pick up the other knee, do the same thing. Cross it over. Oh, that feels good. And back. Cross it over and back. Sit up and we'll do a C curve. Legs are about mat width apart. We're going to make a C curve with our back and reach forward. And one more. Putting one hand on the floor and sliding to one side, keeping both sitting bones on the floor. And again, the second time you can get a little bit more stretch, and then the other way. And again. All right, thank you so much for coming. Let's do a big breath in and one more. Thank you so much for coming. I'll see you next time. I will do a dance now if anybody wants to stay.